And what did we win today? 50 crowns. That does seem to come up quite a lot, actually, for me. I would much prefer it if something awesome came up, but a generally pretty good odds at getting 50 crowns a floor isn't awful, I suppose. There could be worse things to get. Like hearts when you're on full health. That comes up far too often. Okay. Ooh, it has a mail. Why have I not had to check my mail? Oh, patch notes. Winterfest is over, that's the patch notes. So what are we doing here? We are doing Barking Mad. Gun puppies, I guess. And Outpost of Tyranny or Outpost of Tyranny. What a choice. Okay, cool. Let's go fight what sounds like quite a lot of gun puppies. Who knows though? It does just look like one of the generic Emerald Axis or whatever it is. I suppose it is the Axis of Evil, so the Emerald Axis of Evil? Is that? No. Would probably stand to reason, wouldn't it? It would make a fair degree of sense. Let's... Oh yes. Bam, 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 bam. Come on. Electrocute them all. Oh yes. Orbs, you done good. I didn't mean to mash that, but hey, that'll work as well. Okay. And we're good. We've got some extra health. And everyone's happy. Now, is there anything actually under any of these, or they just regenerate, don't they? There's nothing in them. Make you think there is a switch. There is no switch. Let's carry on with my rampage. Quick. Rampage these guys. Bam, bam, bam. Fireball. Oh, cooldown, of course, because I used the wrong ability, so it's on a long cooldown. Okay, fine. We're going to do some rampage kiting instead. Oh, the other abilities take too long to cool down. Especially when you accidentally mash the button. Right, that's one of you dead. If I hide around a corner, you can't hit me. Nya, 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 nya. And you. Okay, more kiting. Okay, fireball's ready. Get a fireball. You're supposed to be flammable. Or inflammable. Inflammable would be better. That's even more flammable. Inflammable means flammable? What a world! And it's true, it does. Actually, in a little bit of a science lesson for you, inflammable actually means it can actually spontaneously combust for like pretty much no reason, whereas flammable just means, you know, it burns. It's just like extremely super flammable. It needs no reason to explode if it's inflammable. So now you know the difference. You are learned. And I shall learned these guys with fire and guns. I shall learned you a lesson. So, is there a key down here? There must be a key down here. It's not on my map, but I imagine I am heading that way. Could probably stand to make better use of my pills, but I'm alive for now. Hi. I'm gonna have to bubble you up, I can see. Come on, get bubbling. There we go. That allows me to kill your buddies in leisure. Come on. Pop, pop, pop. No, you're not gonna let me, are you? I'm gonna heal through your bubble. Just gonna have to smash you up a bit. Don't! Ow! Oh god! Ow! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Run away. Sort of. Yes, pill. That's, if ever there was a time to use one, that was it. Right, you in the corner there. You stop dodging or die or something. I wish you don't. Look, just drop dead, will you? There we go. Cool. Job done. Next! Up next, you two. Main showing. Oh, that nearly got me. You're on fire, that's good. We like people being on fire. Is there any way I can acquire those things without going through thorns? Not well. Anyway, I can acquire that. Yes, good, that's close enough. I will live without that one heart. I don't want to risk smashing my shield and taking more damage. And someone will no doubt tell me in the comments, oh, you know, if you use a Dracon shield, you can get through so many spikes in one go. And no, I don't know, but I don't much care. I do not care for the minor details, I just want to shoot things in the face. No, and the Dracon Shield, it does allegedly provide some sort of defensive buff. In what ways it may be compared to other various defensive buffs, I don't know. I'm not tested. I'm not fussed. My Dracon is a fireball spitting machine and little else. The shield is completely superfluous to my dragon's mechanics. It's a dragon. It's supposed to shoot fire. That's what it does. That's what they have always historically done, and that's what they're going to do under my control. So, no, don't heal them in the... Oh! Ow, in the bubble. There's one heart there. Right, got you out of the bubble. Probably want to heal up, don't I? Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, no, 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 no. No. No, you don't. Bad gremlin. Okay. Heal is done. That's what we wanted. That's a good start. I can just get back to the main task of shooting you guys repeatedly in the face. Come on, get back in. No, don't run away. I can't shoot you in the shield. Ow! I didn't know they ever actually did that. I thought once they started going cowardly and running away, they tended to stay cowardly and running away, not just turn around and wham, hammer in the muggins here. You don't have a healer? Good. That's the kind of pack of enemies I like. Ones that can't heal themselves. You don't even have a shield on your back. You're squishy. This is what I like. Are you even going to dodge if I do this? Well, okay, I need to aim better in the first instance. But hey-ho. Right, you're dead. Get smashed. Ooh, curse vial. Could I make good use of that? Probably not, actually. Could I make good use of that? Yes, actually, is the answer. They were shocked. Good. Shocking. Haha. It's a shocking turn of events. Haha. Those are glowing. I can't use glowing crystals. Ooh, yes. More support. I like more support. It's good. It'll help me in combat. For we now forge onwards to the deepest of the axes of evil. Going beyond them today. So, the Outpost of Tyranny. How much of an outpost it is and how tyrannical it is remains to be seen. But it doesn't look very outposty, it just looks like more Axis of Evil stuff. I had something I could heat there, what was it? Oh, yeah, we're not working with that. What did I just level up? It was my Mighty Cobalt, sure. I got 9 of those, let's do some heating! Magic, level 3. That's not very magic. There's nothing else, right? We're good. We good. Let's carry on. So, hey, most of these guys aren't even gonna fight me. Oh, now they are. Whoops. Well, that was a mistake. I've made a terrible mistake. Oh yes, now I definitely have. Could have gotten away without fighting any of you. I'd have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling scuttlebots. It's okay. You're all easily breakable. You've been built to be fragile. Fragile. Handled with care, scuttlebots. They really are little more than a cardboard box. Now, I probably could have got better use out of those, but I fancy bringing a curse file along. If I'm going to use a curse, it's going to be one of the big shot ones, you know. Something that's going to do some heavy hitting. Assuming I can throw it in the right direction. Which is rare, but sometimes you never know. It's a really big target if there's like a boss at the end. Can you curse a battle pod? Because that would be kind of cool. If I could do something like that. I'm just imagining we're in a construct level. It seems like the sort of thing that might pop up at the end. I don't know, but it might be. I don't think there normally would be one on this level, but they could shoehorn one in for a mission, perhaps. I'm sure that's totally within their capabilities. It would liven things up a little bit. Come on, let's have a battle pod. Battle pods for fun. Don't need that health. So... Hi, more of you guys. Oh, and more behind me, I see. Trying to flank me, huh? There's a big group of you. I could curse you, but that's probably not a great use of the curse thing. We've got some nice powerful items here. I could really stand to make good use of them. That's the problem. The problem with items is I treat almost all items in games as too powerful to use. And if you want to spend about 5 hours reading up on that, go to TV tropes, look up too powerful to use. Basically, an item it's supposed to refer to items in games which are so powerful that they, like, if you only get one of them and it like instantly kills an enemy, you save it for the best enemy in the game, but you never end up using it because what if there's an even tougher enemy just around the corner? And there usually is. So you never use it. And I actually end up doing that with most items in games. I think in part why I don't use the pills, it's like, well, sure, I could use the pill now, but what if there's an even tougher enemy that I need to use the pill on later? Sure, I could use a remedy capsule now, but what if I get set on fire even worse in 2 minutes' time and I don't have a remedy capsule? It seems to be kind of the mentality. That works for, like, even the basic healing potions in RPGs and stuff. It's like, yes, I know I've got 50 of them, but what if there's a boss fight in a moment where I need 50 of them? I might need them. I'd rather just sit on the floor and eat a sandwich to heal up and take 5 minutes to do so, rather than, you know, actually use a potion. Because potions, well, they're a little harder to come by than sandwiches. So yeah, I'll eat the sandwich instead. And then I end up at the end of the game with about 200 potions and never ever having used any of them in any fight, including but not limited to the final boss, because, you know, with the final boss, it's never his final form, there's always an ultimate form. So what if I need the potions for the ultimate form? And then what if he has an ultimate form and I've used all my potions? Wouldn't that suck? I should probably save it during the ultimate form because he might have an even bigger form that I need to use the potions on. Etc, etc, etc. Probably the only exception to this rule is stuff like optional bosses, which is not something I've seen much of lately in games. But then I haven't played that kind of game in a while. I know I played a lot of Tales of Symphonia and Golden Sun games back in the day, and they had a lot of optional bosses in, which I really like as an idea. It's just they were always so much harder than the final boss. The final boss was nothing compared to optional bosses. Optional bosses were brutal as anything. And yeah, that's where you'd want to use items. If you had them, you had to know about the optional boss, really. You had to sort of look it up on a wiki or a guide or whatever to really know it was there in most instances. Then once you'd found it was there and went and did it, you'd know you were going up against a big bad. And you know what, if you got something that can heal you well, this is the time you want to be using it. I can tell you, one of the optional bosses in Tales of Symphonia is still one of my favourite fights to this day. The music was freaking awesome, and the way it went down is it hit like a truck. He could steal all of your abilities and use them against you and deal ridiculous amounts of damage, and he would kill you very, very, very quickly. But there was an item in the game which, under normal circumstances, would probably have been considered too powerful to use. This was like the time you would use it. It cut all damage for the entire fight in half, including from him and from you. So the fight, which already probably would have taken quite a while under normal circumstances, now takes twice as long. You're dealing half damage, but so is he, so you can at least out-heal the damage he was dealing. So at least he had a chance, but the fight itself still took about 45 minutes, even with when the damage is cut in half, so you'd probably been looking at a good 20 minutes of fighting against a ludicrously powerful boss without that otherwise, you know. I don't even know how that would have been doable. So yeah, fun times! Missed that! The ultimate optional boss in Golden Sun 2, in fact, there was a guy that he would pretty much instantly one-shot you. And this way they had a system in the game there was there were really powerful ultimate abilities you had to use, and yeah, you had to basically either spend a lot of time charging up in battle or prepare beforehand battle, And once you'd used it, you were really, really weak yourself because you'd expended a lot of your power in using them. So you had to just charge up all these abilities before the battle began, use your first turn of the fight, deploying every single ultimate ability in one go, and try and kill him as fast as possible. That usually didn't kill him, so then you had to use all of your standby characters and do the exact same tactic with them, and hope he didn't kill them too quickly. So it was just the only real easy way to... I just can't say... Yeah, say easy. The only particularly viable way of defeating this guy was just to unleash all of your character's abilities and powers in one horrendous initial flurry and hope that that killed him in one shot. There was a really powerful ability in the game that required you to pretty much use the entire power of about 2.5 characters' energy in one go. And that would deal a lot of damage and revive all of your characters and heal them all to full. But that actually turned out not to be a good strategy because then you've wasted 2.5 characters' powers and that didn't actually achieve much because it didn't kill the guy and suddenly you've got no characters left. Whoops! Especially as, like I say, it did a lot of reviving and healing. It was designed to be an emergency last-minute, last-ditch clutch move. Oh dear, everything's gone pear-shaped, but I've spent a lot of time fighting this, I've used a lot of my powers, therefore it's charged up and ready to go. I can turn the tide of the fight by using this ability. That worked! That would have worked in that scenario. In this case, I was just trying to kill the guy in one shot. Didn't actually work in that scenario. I don't know whether games include... I don't play as many of that JRPG kind of thing these days. I don't know whether games tend to include that sort of thing. Nothing I have played has included that sort of thing recently, so... This is something I miss from games. Maybe I should try some of the new Tales games. There's Tales of Exilia or Xillia or whatever you call it. I don't know how you pronounce that. The one with an X. That's supposed to be an alright game. There's actually, Ni no Kuni's supposed to be even better, actually, yeah. So maybe that's one that's worth looking at. Whether that has any optional bosses or not, I don't know. I would like to hope it does, but it may not. That's Studio Ghibli, which comes with higher ratings, but I don't think I've ever seen any of their stuff, and every time I say that, everyone's like, oh my god, you need to watch this movie, and 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 this movie. They're all amazing, you should watch all of their things. I'm like, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, sure. One day, maybe. I've been over movies before. I don't do them. Is that it? We're done. This was the entire Fortress of Solitude, or whatever it was. Outpost of Tyranny. Close enough, you know. Fortress of Solitude, Outpost of Tyranny. It's pretty much the same thing. Hooray! We're done. That wasn't too bad. And my guns and helm are all heated up and good to go. It's wonderful, wonderful news. Cool. So we shall head on out, and we are one step closer to another gear gate, I guess, is kind of where we are one step closer to. At which point, that's going to take some time. Probably you might end up with a couple of weeks of no Spiral Knights Reloaded, just because stupid Eternal Orbs. So yeah. But we're not there yet. We've got some time. Maybe we'll get some from some missions. Maybe we'll get really lucky or what have you. Who knows? Well, dismantle a crest at least to show for it. So that's been me for today. Thank you very much for watching. And I shall see you next time.